Hey, it's Julie from Do Business Like a Woman. How are you? I hope you're good in the run up to Christmas and the holidays. And I wanted to hop on and do a live. I really wanted to get my fairy lights in, but it doesn't look like it have. They're just up there. Anyways, so I am a bit Christmassy, a little bit Christmassy. So how are you? I hope you're good. I want to come on and talk to you about I should be further along by now in my business, because this is something I hear from clients. It's something that I experience myself sometimes, and it's not helpful. Y'all, it's not helpful. So last week I noticed that I was comparing myself to one of my coaches, and I was looking at her business and what she was doing and how glamorous her life looked, and I was thinking, I wish that I had that. I should be further along. I want that in my business. And of course, we know that comparing is going to take us down with our thinking and our feeling and our being. But I noticed that I had the thought I should be further along by now. And it was kind of a bit below my awareness at first. Then I realized, brought it to consciousness, and could start to create some space and notice, oh, that's what I'm thinking. That is why I'm feeling less energetic. That is what's taking me down. And this is a thought that I've noticed in a lot of my clients too. Not all of them, but at some point or another, this seems to be one that really gets us in our business. And I've noticed that my clients who believe this thought tend to struggle more than those that don't take it seriously. So I'm going to keep it short, but that's where I want to start, is that it is a thought. It's a thought, right? So just like the millions or billions of other thoughts that we have in a day, we may not be aware of, but that pass through, it is a thought. And so I started there. I just started by noticing, oh, okay, that's a thought. Interesting. Just like the thought of a pink elephant, or the thought of I'll make a cup of tea. It's just that I was giving particular weight to this thought. I was taking it seriously. And the second thing that came to me is, okay, I should be further along. That's the thought. That was what I was telling myself. That's what I hear my clients telling themselves sometimes. Well, who says? Who the F says we should be further along, right? I call BS, because it's only us. It's our internal inner critic, or as one of my coach loves to say, Bob the drunk guy in our head, right? That is telling us that. You can call it ego, whatever you want to call it, but who says? Like, it's just not true. We should be exactly where we are. I should be exactly where I am in my business. And okay, I know we can gather evidence to back up this thought, and we can come up with all these reasons, as I often hear from clients when they're entrenched with this one. But let me ask you this. Is this thought bringing you closer to your success? Is it taking you upwards, or is it taking you down? If it's taking you down, that may not be helpful. And you don't have to believe me. Do your own looking into it. Like, get real curious. What I noticed for myself is I can work that way. I can put a ton of pressure on myself. I can hold a gun to my head, and I can literally work from that state of being, from urgency, from, oh, I'm so behind, I need to catch up. What I also noticed is that for me, that leads to burnout. It's not enjoyable. And I've also noticed that it doesn't create a lot of originality. I don't think that downward spiral, that comparing, that thought I should be further along, it doesn't open up a space for divine creation. You know, and that is where your power lies, in that space of uniqueness, of divine inspiration, not in holding a gun to your head and trying to work to beat everyone else or to like get where you think you should be. Oh, and by the way, that's a moving goalpost, because when we get there, wherever the hell there is, when you make a certain amount of money, well, then you want to make the next amount, or you want to serve the next amount of clients, or you want to grow your business, right? So it's a silly thought anyway, because it's just a moving goalpost. You're never going to be far enough along by now, because you could always be further, and there'll always be someone who's further along, many people, and people who are not as far along. So my question to you is just, how does that thought feel in your body when you think it, and is it taking you where you want to go, or is it taking you down? And by the way, it's not about trying to change the thought. This is an insight that really came to me today, like landed in me. I kind of knew, but it landed again today. So tell me if you can relate to this. It's the reason I have an issue with traditional law of attraction is because there's so much efforting around trying to change our thoughts. That's not where it's at for me. For me, it's just noticing I don't have to try and change my thoughts, but I don't have to take them so seriously. Right? We don't have to try and change them, because that's work. That's like a full-time job, right? Who's with me? Give me a yes if you've experienced this. Oh, and by the way, please give the video a heart or a like to help more people see it. But it's not about efforting to change our thoughts. It's just about noticing. That's a thought. I don't have to believe it. I don't have to take it seriously. There'll be another one along in a minute. And I've noticed for me, when I do that, it creates enough space and something new drops in and some inspiration, and then I'll take some action. But when I'm thinking that thought about I should be further along, it sucks my energy. So that is what I have wanted to share with you today. Leave me a comment, let me know if you relate to this, and in case I don't see you, because I may not, have an amazing holiday season, whether you celebrate Christmas. I love Christmas, so happy Christmas, those of you that do. Happy holidays to everybody. Just have an amazing time. This is time to be with family. This is time to live our lives, be with friends. I'm going to see my friends and family. So have a good one. Have an amazing time. Celebrate life. Celebrate where we are, because it's only through getting present and the gratitude that comes with that the new space opens up for the next divine creativity to come through. Lots of love. Bye for now.